Welcome to a AAA engine game of Action Allies. I'm Magican, and you can actually get a lot of different games, not just Action Allies. And I will just show you here, just fast, because I already did in my first setup of this WAW 1940. That's World at War. But we can just select maps, and you can see I have some maps downloaded here, and I did say in the first game I played that you can play different areas. You can see this is the Rising Sun, where you have different setups. The World War II. You do not have a map here, but these two have maps. If I load it in, of course you have maps, but these two have maps where you can see them. This one is in 40, where every area has been taken, and this is where none of the areas have been taken, only the standard, the neutral ones. I will still play this WA940. That is because I want to show you the difference between the low lock and the normal dice. So I will bring in low lock on this turn, and normally when you make a game, you can do that, but when you get this AAA engine, I put the information where you can get it for free. You can actually get this. You do not have to pay anything. It's just free. It's not me that made it at all. It's some other people this is on SourceForge. So you can download the maps also. There's high quality, good quality, experimental. The high quality I only they are the best, of course. And you can have a real Action Allies game nearly as close to it, and you can get even higher versions of difficult areas you can get. So tutorial how to play with this engine and a lot of other things. Napoleon Empire also. So, but the best two I have discovered is this one and this one. These two here. They're really, really good compared to simplicity, but also the AI is good. They only have 3 areas where I think it's the capital areas. I will show you here. Let's just start a local game. And here you can choose which one you want. And I say hard, and I want to play Germany, so you see the difference, because I also played German before. Map options, this is the one, low lock. I removed that. That was the only thing I removed last time. Then you got the dice like in Action Allies, where you 1 to 6, 1 is best, then you hit, and then 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And there is no research, but if you put this on, this is the main setup. The main setup is like this. You can also reset, and then exactly like this. If I do this and say that make default, I can go in and see it, but if I do the reset, then it's not back to normal. Okay, but this is the setup, normal setup. So I will just keep this as default, because that is the default one with the low lock on this one. So I will start it and play it. And here we go. This is the same as I did before, the same game. And the capitals, if you're seeing that, I actually went in 3 times, let them take it back 3 times, because you get the whole production. There's different actions up here. You can see the different nodes, territory, also help and unit help, what the different units are, like in Action Allies. There is 1 unit you do not see, and 1 protection you do not see in Action Allies. That's a bunker. It costs 6. It has 2 hit points. That means that they have to hit it 2 times before it gets destroyed. If there's 10 of them, it will start to the first one with 1 and second one with 1. So you need at least over 10 to get just 1 of them. And it has 3 in defense. And you can be replaced without a factory. Only unit that can be replaced without a factory. And then there's also, I just want to show you the last one here, a unit. This one, a T-boat, is the same as Destroyer. Maybe I can just here up here. The only thing is it's 222, but it has Destroyer has anti-stealth. This does not have anti-stealth. That means you cannot cross subs in areas with destroyers, but you can actually cross subs with all areas of sea if there's no destroyer in it. But the T there, that's why it costs 7. But else, go into the first one I made and see the first, the part 1, because I informed and explained the different kinds here. But right now we need to go in and do the attacks, and I'll always choose this one the first because you can see the areas. The way you do it is just left click on it and move, or you can take like click on the whole area and say all, left click again. So here we can get a factory in Croatia, and you can see it's totally the same as before, but now the low luck dice, and that means you will not be able to see all the dice rolls, but I will show you that later. Last time I think I made a mistake by not focusing 100% on France, because that is the main point of this, but it will also be good to get this because there's 4 in this area, and these I will say all, but not the plane, because you can see there's actually an anti-aircraft gun in here in this area. You need to know how which units are what, but if you click on it, or make a control B, then you can see which unit we have in and make a calculated odds and see which the chance of winning. And now with this low luck, it does not change that much. Low luck die, it really shows nearly the same. We do have 5 units here. I will bring in here, and that will of course win everything here. We cannot move them to another position, so why not just take this and this down here. We can take that with a lot of units. And let's see here, it's also this one. Last time I did not get that one as a production, but attack, that's a bomber. It's the same as a normal. You have 4 in attack, 1 defense, and it can also get production of the area, but right now I need it as a setup. And the one thing with the resources, you can see here that French only have 15, but actually got 69, but they are not ready for the war as Germany and the Allies are. The Axis are compared to the Allies. You can also see this is Japan and Yamamoto. That's also a Japanese area, but they are not ready for it either. They have 99 and 72. It's only Germany that gets the full one, and Italy that gets the full one. And of course, China is always ready for war because they've been in war a long time, but they do not get the full points either. But it's not that high a difference. The Americans, you can see 28. They are on 128, so it will be less. And the same with Thai and Romanians, the Finns, the Dutch. I only get 13 compared to 28. This is the real one. This is the units. So they get 28. That's why I want to let them be. Yeah, it's only Italy. Okay, it is actually also Japanese, Yamamoto and Hitachi getting it. Also the Chinese, because they've been in war a long time. That was the real one. And Britain only gets 68 out of 122. Intax, that is actually Australia, get 11 out of 28. Dutch, 13 out of 28. Finns, 16 out of 16. Of course, they've been in war with Russia. But Russia is not mobilized yet. You can see 25 because they do not need to mobilize against Finland, even that it was an important one, and 28 here. So Thailand has actually fully also because it's, and Romania and Finns are because they are Axe forces. So I said it wrong before because I looked at the units, but I was a little bit confused about it because normally they get full strength, but that's in this scenario. The other scenario where it's nearly the same, it's just a lot of more wide areas, and all these areas have not been taken still neutral. That's the situation here. So we have to focus on our own. And we can take Croatia and get a factory. That's also important, get that factory. So these four, that's 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, yeah. So that could actually go in, but they're not able to go in here. We could bring them up there. I think I will do that. Focus on this first. Okay, maybe I should not do this. Undo, undo, and then if you want to know exactly how to work this, then you need to see the first one of the other one I made off, because there's a lot of things going on here. Move the tanks in here. All units except the planes. Here. That's a fine one. Here we got a transport, we got a fleet, we got subs, we got a lot of things. I would like to take 2 subs in there. No, 3 subs. And then this needs to go in there. That's a destroyer. 2. We get subs. They do not. They have normally subs get 1 hit, surprise hit, but when there's a destroyer, they do not. So infantry and that. You can, in one transport, you can have 1 infantry and 1 artillery, 1 infantry or 1 tank or 2 infantry. You cannot have artillery or tank or 2 artillery at all. That's not possible. Only 1 at each. Then we go up here, and I want to take that plane. That's why I'm doing this with 2 2s. The plane costs 10, infantry guy costs 3, so we need to take a lot of these planes. Unfortunately, we cannot take this plane. If I attack with that, that could have been fun, but it will never go. So we are doing this. I can attack down here. Also need to be careful of the repercussion of this. We can take this one, but it will probably be attacked again by the British forces, and it's better to protect our area here. And we can go up here with a lot of forces here to protect, because they have a lot. But 1, 2, 3, we can actually attack with this, but I think we go in here instead. We need to get this. So that's probably the best. Last time we did not. It was actually Italy getting it, and it's only 99%. But they have 4 infantry and 1 tank. That means that it can be really tough to get it. Okay, this tank can go in there. And you can see I'm moving these forces not down south, but up north, and move here. But this is actually a 4 for Greece. And we could also say, oh, let's do something here, attack, but it's actually quite good to have these forces here. This is Italy forces. We can go with 2 tanks here. infantry and a tank, and let's hope get it. The next turn is actually France turn, so we need to be careful here. I like to move down there, and then we can make attack. This way we can also do this, but that will probably be hit pretty hefty. That means that we will lose these if they attack with 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 units, but it will help them to get upper hand here, so maybe I will do it anyway. 3, 4, 5, 6. No, I will keep that. There's so many options in this, and it's the die controlling. The dices are controlling the game, of course, but it's still a lot of options where you can do many things. So it is dependent on the situation where you're doing what you're doing. So move there. And I'm not taking this. I want, as I said, I want the resources, and they only have the first time. The Dutch only have 13, and the next they'll probably get. Where's the Dutch? There, 28 or 26 compared to the Japanese. And this is the line of succession. Which one is starting, and then you have the two set up. You can see we have a lot less in money in the here. Also production, you can see that is crazy. The beginning, the Allies actually have a little bit less of the production units there than we have, but in the real world here, it's over 500, twice as much in production. And you can see they have over 200 more units. But we do have the land areas, so it's better, but they do have the best in the money part, and later on we are dead if we do not be careful. Okay, we also need to use these planes to get that battleship, because this is a battleship. This battleship is the only unit except the bunkers in the game that has 2 hit points. You can also see hit points 2 and bombard 4. They can also bombard. We have the cruisers. We do have 1 cruiser ourselves. This one, it also have a bombardment of 3, but only 1 hit point. So that's also important. And you have a lot of subs, but the problem with the subs are they are really good at attack, but really bad at defense. 3 attacks, 1 defense. So if I go in here, look how is it going. We win 100%, but we also lose around a plane, and I do not want to lose a plane. That's why we bring in a bomber also. But not from that. Can we? Yeah, this one, and then undo that one, because this one needs to go and say hello to this one up here. This is the only one that can reach. No, it can. Yeah, reach this one, and it's important if we want to get 100%. We will have 1 unit left, 1.5. So maybe get there, maybe not, but we will get the fighter. That's why we need to take this. And we do have 2 more fighters if you want to use them. We can go up and take the tank, but we can also make sure we get this one. But again, Control B, you get a calculation, and this does not really look that good. You can also go in and view and say game and battle calculator. You can also go in game, roll dice, number of dice rolls, then you can see the difference. It's just a little setup. Here, this one, it will be good to take. It's 2 points, but the problem with that will be we do not have enough units to take it. This one is the only one that can attack. That's down here. There's no other way to attack in any other position. Not even here. So this is the only one that we can attack with. So that's the one we need to attack with. So we are sure that we can take this and attack with this unit here. So I just go down and take that chance, and then we can move in here. And also these planes, there's different setup. I could go up and take 2 planes there, take these 2 units up there, but the chance of winning this could be lost. And if I just no, I could go and say 1, 2, and then this one there. Yes, and the other one here. Let's see the chance of winning now. That's 99%, so that's good. And then we could go up here and go up there and see what is the victory condition now. It's 44 only, 20 and 36. And that could hurt us a lot because we need to make sure that we get this. So I'm just trying to figure out if there's any better way. I'm not sure we do have a better way to get this one up here. If I remove one from East Prussia, 1 infantry. Let's see if we can do that. East Prussia. Then you can go down here and say Brest, Lorraine, Vincennes, Proace, Kratov, Danzig, Tunisia, Lorraine. Yeah, you have to, of course, look in the beginning here. East Prussia, and not where you land them. There we go. East Prussia to Latvia, but that's fine. East Prussia to Latvia, that's also fine. Saxony, Berlin, Hungary. Maybe there was no more. Maybe there was all in that area. That sounds a little bit weird. I think there was more. I just used the tanks, right? One of the tank. Let's see, Estonia. Yeah, Warsaw, Brest. Yeah, you cannot do anything. Oh, we could actually do 1, 2 instead. So if I say undo that, take this tank in here, all, and do that. 100% still, we get a lot of them. We should get, there's 2, 3, 4 right off the bat. We should get all of them. And down here, there was 1, 2, nothing here, 1, 2, that's not gonna work. So that was good to look at that one because I normally do not use that. But now there's 6, that's actually pretty good. Then we should be able to get some of them. And we are using the fighters up here. That's a good way to show it. And down here, Italy is gonna lose that. But we also have a chance to go in here. We could go in and take the Dutch transport, but we could also take those ships. The question is there any planes here? 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, they're not ready for that. Then we have over here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Whoa, they can reach. That's why they are reaching us sometimes. I'm a little bit surprised. And then of course they have here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. They are there too. So I would like to attack this with that, this with that. This is a transport. We should go in there. There's 2 transports up here. The question is, should we... There's a destroyer, so I cannot pass and go in. I need to go through these. And this, there's no destroyer, so you can just pass and go through. I like to take the British area here. This is French, this is British, but there's also 2 transports here. So get that there. And then we have, no, let's just undo this one because we can, no, not that. This one, yes, can do that. This here, that's 2 transports, it's important to get. That one there, these 2 down there, these 2 down here. And here we can take all of these ships. There too. We could also, yeah, we have this and then 2, because this is a Italian, no, French transport, so we can get that. This will hit with 2. These will not hit because it's transport. This will defend with 1, but we can take 1 ship if it's something that's not working as it should. We can also take these 2 and protect our sea. We can also get and say attack here. We could also go down here and attack this. Here we will not get the surprise attack. Down here we will get the surprise attack. So, but I cannot go through this. I could bring it in here. I could even go in here and get the surprise attack for this. Just 1, 3, and see, this is a 2, 1, and 1. So maybe it's better just to do that. And this is a 3 and a 2 and a 1. So if we get 2 hits, we get 2 of them. If we only get 1 hit, then we are in a little trouble. But the subs cannot hold on defense. You need to use them the first turn as much as possible. And then if you can get them in your fleet like this, protect them with some battleships and other stuff, then it can actually work for your setup. These 2 need to be there. I cannot move any of these. And these will probably go up and protect this, but we just need to make sure that we get all of this. I've used all the units we have right now except these 2 up here. So let's just end the turn and let's see here what happens. We can reduce, and then it's neat. What do we have? We have 66. I never produce fleets in the first turn because a lot of things are happening. But if we go for all 22 there, you can also go for some tanks. And it's good to have tanks because they will help you in the long run. So let's do that. We can also anti-aircraft gun. It cannot be moved. Let's just do this. Then we're sure we get some good attack. And then all of this is what we have now to attack with. And I always take the sea battles first. Let's see here. We got, whoa. What happened here? They had 5 surprise hits, but only 3 hit. But then we have the cruiser, but they did not get any. But yeah, they got 1. Okay, they got 1. So we had 3 hits. We could have had 5 hits. We had 3. That was average. Let's take. Then we have 4 and 1. Let's take the next sea battle. And we are losing 2. We could actually have taken some more. 1 more there. And 1 more there. And we lose 1. No. That was wrong. I should have taken this up. I made a mistake here. Okay, I made a mistake. Should not have taken the cruiser. I should have taken the sub. I don't know why I did this. Maybe because I have to rush this here. Go for that one. We got that and remain. Another one and remain again. And we got the last one and it does not. So, but they will probably be taken by planes. Then we got this one. Does not work. And remain again. A 6 and a 3. We hit with 6. And we hit with 5, they hit with 4. Of course, we just need a 3. What is going on here? If they get a 1, come on. We needed 1, 2, or 3. They needed 1. So there is still a lot with these dices here, but that was crazy. We just lost 1 sub. But that was crazy, this one. Here, they get 1 hit in, but does not matter because it's our battleship. And that will be in the beginning of the turn. In the beginning of the next end of our turn, it will be fixed. Then we have this one. Down there was working. And then that to see, oh, we're losing. We will remain. We got 1, and they got 1. So we did get the transport and get this, but unfortunately they do had 2 hits, so we lost that. Let's go for Bresk. We got 1 there. We did not get all, and they only got they got 1, but still. Oh, battle at sea. Forgot this one. That was actually good. Now we can battle again. We got a 5. Oh, they got a 1. Come on. But we got the transport, but we have not been lucky here. Another C here. Okay, here we were good, and maybe a little bit normal there. Okay, we lost 2 casualties. That's what I was afraid of. We should have gotten 1. They hit us a lot, and then I will do that, and then say retreat to Latvia. Now they will actually take that area from us. They will go down and say hit with an infantry unit. Here they got 3 of us, and they got 1. They got much more than they should have. That's also a little bit. We do not have. Now we got lost 2. Okay, we got all 3 there. They got 1. Okay, that was also a little bit tough. 6 and 3. 4 and 2. Whoa, they got a lot there. 6, 2, and 2. They got 5. They should have gotten 2 there for the first. And then the second, they should only get 1, 2. And we should have gotten the first. We should have gotten 1, 2. Of course, we had all these also. 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, we got the 6 we needed, but they got too many. And they also got 1 here in Tunisia. Lithuania. And they got 1. We got the 2, and they got 1. Okay, that was a little bit better than I saw. But now they can attack us and take the 2 tanks. Okay, and Estonia, we got it. 1 casualty. And then the plane, and 1 casualty. So Estonia we did not get, but we got the plane, and we got the units. This is gonna be tough again, because the dice was not with us. We had the surprise first attack, right? So we could do it. Now I have to set this down here. That means that they can just attack it with 2 tanks and an infantry, and we will lose our units. Let's do that. And here. Okay, we do have. We could put 2 here. The problem is that we'll probably attack with the planes. 1, 2, 3. No. If I do that, we can actually lose 2 planes. This needs to be placed here. This needs to be placed up there. And we have Tunisia, of course. That's there. And you can always click done and keep moving. Then this bomber can move there. This can be a tricky one. They can attack with 2 tanks. If I go in here, battle, I can always change it now. I can still change it. And then say, they got 2 tanks and infantry. We got these 2, calculate odds. Attacker wins. They will have 1 unit left. So that's not good. So I can go in and say, no, please do not. Lithuania, East Prussia. No, that's the right one. Unfortunately, I cannot move in there. and I have no chance of moving that, so I have to do this. Breast. There we go. Then we can put in troops. I will bring in 7 here. And down here, I'll bring in 3 tanks. Of course, we can use them in there. And here, I'll bring in 5. And then over here, I'll take the rest. 4 and 1. And that's our turn. We get 83. We should have gotten this one. Not this one. That's fine. But this one more. Maybe even that one. We had 90-something% of winning. So we just hope they have bad odds in hitting us back. I really hope they will do that, but I'm not sure. Let's see. Okay, they're bringing in a lot there. They're bringing 5 against our 4, but we also unlucky. We lost more than we should have here, and that means that they can attack us instead. I hope we can repulse it, because else these will get them, and then we'll not. They will of course get the 4, but we will not get the 4 next time because they will. We have turned before them. Okay, they are attacking neutral. They're going for. Okay, they got one there. 2-1. Please get it. No, it did not get it. Yes, it did. That was important. Okay, they got it right away with the 2 tanks. They took the plane right away. They wanted to take it. And they also took those 2. We did not have a good hit there. As you can see, that was really bad. They went for it right away. This one was the worst. But I like that we kept this. That was important. Then do not get the 4 points there. Next time Russia will get the points. They cannot create that many right now, but they will not get these 4 points. But they get this. But we can take at least 3 tanks out. But we lost a plane. That was the worst part of it. But we can take 2, 3 tanks out. Romania probably go up here with 2 tanks and take this. But okay, they lost 1 on this, but they hit us back here. They could have, if I had taken 1 more tank, then they will probably have used a little more of the units. And the beginning of the game, it goes pretty fast with the AI here, but then it slows down. You can also take fast AI, but they will not be that good. They will not fight as well. Hard is the best way to choose. Let's see what happens here. That was not a good run. We lost too many, especially the fighter. That's not good to lose a fighter in these situations. Not in the beginning anyway either. The fighter can really move further ahead, make good attacks. Now Italy is doing their part here. Okay, they are trying to get it, so that's good. Getting Tunis, because Tunis is like, oh, that should be after France is taken. Yeah, but they're doing something else here. France will not surrender when this is done. They will just lose their money, and then they'll buy up here instead. Okay, that was a good hit. A good hit too. Okay, these are the Italians have a good hit right now. We're not sure it will continue, but okay, now they only have 1 here. The Italians are really doing a great job. Nothing is hitting them right now. Okay, they lost 1. Okay, they lost another in this. They took this. Maybe that was Tunis, but the rest they did a really good job. Lost nothing. No planes, nothing here. I'm happy I brought the units down here. That's 5, 6, and 3 planes. That's good. And I got this last time. In the first game, I did not get this one. I had bad dice one and that too. and these will probably go up when it's their turn. But now it's, I've not talked much about them, but Japan is split up in two areas. We have Yamamoto, mostly the sea area, but last time they actually won most of the land, and these were stagnated. They did not do any much. They are the Hahichis, and they are mostly land-based. They also have the land-based units here. You can see this is the capital of them, and this is the capital of Yamamoto Tokyo 10, and then you got 8 at this place. Normally they get a lot of these land areas. They focus on land and take production. But last time they got this too, of course, Yamamoto, but they did not get, sometimes they do not get it. Let's see. Okay, they got that one. That's good. That's important. Got 2 there. Oh, they lost 3. You can see. Okay, they actually got it again. Sometimes they do not get it. Whoa. Are they losing this? They're actually losing this. Oh, they lost a plane also. That was pretty awesome for the Russians and pretty bad for us. And the subs are actually surviving. The assaults, all the subs were surviving. This was bad. The sub was survived there because they can submerge, and the sub survived here. That's not good. And they lost a plane, and they lost a lot of stuff, but they took out the fleet down here. That's also important to take out, because then the white will go down and take this area and get a good infiltration to the Philippines. But normally the Yamamoto of the yellow here can attack this and take these out, and then the white will just go down and take the area because it's free. And we need to take the planes on all of these areas. That's really important. The Chinese has a lot of manpower, but they will go and build planes instead, because they only have 8 in production and they get around 40, so they need to use the money for different setup. Okay, they lost 1 there. Now it's 1-on-1. Let's see which one hits. Nobody. Okay, this got it. That was actually good. Then it got a unit, plus it could not get. That was this one. That's 2 points. And these has a little bit more leeway, but now they're moving them in. And you can see Perkins units. They Perkins planes, 3 planes. And China has been in war. Maybe that's why it's set up war since the 37 with the Japanese. So maybe that's why they can get the full Perkins here. They need their superiority in the air to get working on this. Look at that. They're moving them in here. I'm not sure they will. They're moving in here, not here. They also try to get, not this one I can see, but of course this as a really important because it's production. And compared to normal Second World War, the Japanese did have a non-aggression pact with Russia for, USSR, for 5 years. And Standing broke it after 4, but still they had it. And Japan, if they were sure to win, they would probably also do that, but they did not. So, okay, now they got the sub there. This is Dutch. Let's see the player. The Dutch has a turn before, so Thai is actually in some trouble there because they can be hit by the Dutch. And the Dutch will be able to reduce units, 2 units or something here. They will also move 3 units up here. So they have 10, produce 2, they'll have 12, plus the 2 British, and then they'll have 1 here. They will never go away from a territory clean. I have not seen it anyway. So let's see. Hitachi got only 42. And now they're going for all of these money makers, I call them. Whoa, they went up to. They went up here. This, if you see the other game I had, nothing like this happened. They did not go up there, the allies there at all. And down here already, that did not happen either. This is just a 50-50 because they have two twos and two twos, but they have a battleship to shoot in over. Okay, that's okay. That was actually a good deal there. And it got it for free. And it got our... But the bomber did not get those two, so I said submerge. And they get one here. And get another. That's a fleet. We only have 2-1, so... Okay, they got 2 of them. That's actually good. They got both of us because they had this. That was a lucky hit too. To get both with that kind of combat. If you look at this, they come in with... Okay, they actually came in with... that should be 1. And that should be 2. If they are... No, that should... Yeah, something like it. So now already it's a totally different game. Because if you see our setup for the other one, it's only the dice that's of course different, but right now, totally different. They're already here. And you see they brought in a lot of infantry there, down here. Now they got 10. So we are not ready for that. That's like, wow, why did they get 10? Yeah, but they bought a lot. And they have 3 planes. None of these can attack them. Then they have to go in with this, but they will never go in with units here and attack this one. Not with 3 force. Because planes attack with 3, but they defend with 4. And they just rolled out, got 2 and 2. And they got this one, that. Okay, that's Antic, that's Australia area. They start building and buying and doing stuff, and they are like a piece at a long time, so they can build and buy and grow up. All these points here has not been taken. That means that we will get, if we get the area of the Dutch 28, if the Dutch get an area and they get production, and that, oh, look at that, that was what I was afraid of, that the Dutch did not lose anything. So they go up and make a calculation odds here and say they will get this nearly. That's 90%, 9% that these will win. But this is, they lost 1 only, another one. Now they're losing 1. They lost 1 there. So there were, look at this, they only lost 1 unit. This is 2 1s and a 2 and a 2, but you can also see, as I said, 12 here, 1 here. That is always the same. I would do the same. Build up here to protect this and get as much casualties as you can. They did not get an area. Normally they do not get an area, but they have 28 now. So I'll focus all our effort to move in here with these units. Finland is taking the area back here. And then these 10 will get a plane in or do something. I will keep this here to protect. I do not want anything here to get this for free. Romania needs to go in here and probably also here and here. Oh, they're going for this too. They're not going up here, Kiev. So we can get Kiev. Okay, they lost. What? Did you see this? They lost 2. This is a 1, and this is a 2, and this is 2 3s, and they still lose this 2 planes. That is devastating for the Romanians. We will already now, I can predict this is gonna be really hard. Last time I said we are losing it because we cannot win, we cannot win, we cannot win at all. But actually, we won with strategic planning, but mostly also the luck of the die turned against them at a time later on. Okay. Okay, they took all of this. That's good. Now they get a lot of money, but I do not like that Romanian lost for this. They do not even get to transport. This is totally sad. They got this back, but that's all. Romania only had 13. They are the ones having the least of money, and now they're coming the Americans. They do not. They start the first turn, but it takes a little while for them to get in gear because there's a lot of neutral areas. But they're trying to get this with 4 planes against our 4. So I could submerge with the planes, but I could also try have 1-3 to get it because the subs cannot attack these. Where did it? And I know they're coming with 4, so I should probably not have done this. I should have put them up here. Okay, these are rolling 2 times 6. Only got 2. Now we lost 2. I think we should take the subs. And we lost submerge. And we lost that one. 2 times it hits too high. And we lost everything there. This was bad. We should have had 1 or 2. This was just a slaughter. Yeah, I'm not sure this will work. Probably get beaten. But I said that last time. But now I'm focusing on France right away instead of waiting for France. Trying to get them out of the game as soon as possible. I did not do that last time. But that's it. Thank you for watching. And let's see next time what we can do and if we can survive this first bad luck run.